Give them nothing, but take from them everything.
And welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast. I am your host, Wayne, and this fine gentleman who has, again, finally graced us back with his presence is...
the Rum Guy!
Oh, hey, Rum. How's it going, man?
I am great.
You sound great. You sound like you're having a wonderful time.
I'm having a smashing day.
That's good. That's good. You know, I worked today, so I didn't have a smashing day.
I had stuff to do, but after I got stuff to do done, I had a better day.
That's good.
Yeah. And I took a nap.
Wow. All right, so that's two members of the MHOG podcast, one former and one now that loves to take naps.
Naps are good. Naps keep you young and buoyant. Not buoyant.
Virile.
That's floating.
Say virile.
Virile's nice. Okay, not buoyant because that's different. Yeah, dead bodies are buoyant too, but that's different.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's what happens when you have a dead body.
Yeah, true. Tell me about your day. How exciting was it?
Well, let's see. We were supposed to have 3 surgeries today. We only ended up with 1.
Well, there you go. You had some time to think.
No, of course not. We don't ever do that. Like what happens when most jobs, when some stuff doesn't happen, like, if you have 3 appointments and 2 don't show up, you usually have that time to do other things, right? Like small things around the place or whatever. Not us. We just, when we don't have the surgeries or whatever that don't come in, we just add stuff. We call people. Hey, why don't you come over? We got time for 65 more things to do.
Sure, that's nice.
Yeah, it's good times. Good times. So we
Good
usually
times.
get really busy and pack us on with stuff.
Cool.
No good time, but it wasn't a horrible day at work.
I drank.
I know, and you're still drinking.
I still drinking. I went to a brewery today, and it was good.
I went to a brewery today.
It was very good. Went to Skyline Barbecue and Brewing Company.
How was the
very, very
barbecue,
good.
dude? How was the barbecue? That's what I want to know.
Barbecue was freaking awesome, man. I was really, really, really impressed. And it wasn't, North Carolina. I'm not a fan so much usually of North Carolina style barbecue because to me, I consider it more of a marinade. It's not really like a heavy sauce. It's more of a liquid, and you just kind of douse it.
Oh, so it's more like that vinegary sauce that they use,
Yeah,
right?
but okay, that's why I like vinegar, don't get me wrong, but I don't care I like sauce. I don't like
Right,
marinade.
you're more of a
Kansas City
style, right? Yeah. That
sort of
thick,
Memphis.
rich, like sweet
Sure.
sauce. Yeah.
Yeah. But they make 3 different types of barbecue sauce here. They do the tomato base, which is a lot like a Kansas City or a Memphis or whatever. And then they do a mustard style, which is I like the mustard barbecue sauces, and this was really good. It had a lot of mustard flavor, and I had like a pickle vinegar kick to it, which was very, very nice. But I was like, I got to try the barbecue, the North Carolina style barbecue, which technically North Carolina has 2 types of barbecue. There's a mountain style, which is a thicker sauce, and then you have the East Coast, which is more of a watery, vinegary marinade.
Right.
Well, this was very good because it was sweet, but it had like a sweet heat to it. So it was like, oh, well, this is nice.
I kind of dig that. I like stuff that has a little not overly sweet with with a little bit of like kick on the end. I kind of dig that kind of stuff. That's like one of my favorites.
This was kind of cool. I was like, all right, so this is nice. Food portions were awesome. I had a brisket sandwich, which was absolutely phenomenal. And I tried something. Amy got something. She doesn't eat a lot of meat, so us going to barbecue places.
Right, that's why she married you.
Right, because I'm Mr. Meat, and she, I got the meat now.
No, I was gonna say because she doesn't eat a lot of meat.
Oh no, I got the meat. That's the only meat she eats, man.
Oh yeah, whatever, motherfucker. Anyway, keep going.
So we go. She's the one that recommended the barbecue place. I'm like, well, this is blowing my mind. I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do barbecue.
Well, yeah, you're like, fuck it, let's jump on it now.
Yeah, before you change your mind. So we get there, and then she orders jackfruit barbecue sandwich.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
I've never had jackfruit. Now, apparently,
Wait,
this
you
is
know
a
what?
is,
Hold on. I think she
yeah,
posted a picture of it.
she
Because
might have.
because I did see something. I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt your story, but
No, 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 please.
I for some reason I recently just saw a picture of a jackfruit barbecue sandwich, and how fucking bizarre is that? Like, it had to be your wife. It had to
It
be
had to
Amy.
be. I
Yeah.
didn't know she posted anything because I went to the bathroom. She takes pictures of food.
Like, I don't know if it was actually her sandwich or maybe it was like the advertisement for the place. I'm not sure, but
No, I'm sure it was her. If you saw jackfruit sandwich, it
I
was
did.
probably her.
I did. I did. And that's what just hit me by bizarre, like out of the blue. I'm like, wait a minute.
So
I just
here's
saw
the
this.
thing. I took a bite of. I didn't know the waitress brings the food on the table, right? It was like, okay,
That's what they do.
look very similar. I'm like, okay, so I take a bite of
Hers.
her sandwich because she says you got to try this, and I said I'm looking at it, and I took a bite of it. I'm like, we have the wrong sandwiches. Must be yours, and it wasn't. Her
Really?
jackfruit sandwich tasted like brisket,
No way, dude.
and I was like, what the fuck is a jackfruit?
So wait, hold on. So the sandwich was literally, it wasn't jackfruit flavored. It was
No, it was
made from
jackfruit.
the jackfruit.
Correct, which is a very meat. I don't know, and this is going to be lost on a lot of people, but I know you'll get this commercial. You know the Kevin Hart commercial when he's in the grocery store walking around,
It's
and there's this gigantic ugly fruit on the thing.
Yes.
He goes, "Yeah, I need this double bag." And then, could you tell me what this is?
It's-
That is a jackfruit.
right, if I'm not mistaken, it's the same thing as a dorian. The
No,
dorian fruit.
it is not a durian fruit.
It's not.
It's not.
Okay,
No,
'cause they look-
I've had durian fruit, and it is an ass fruit. You don't want to eat it.
No, I know it's nasty smelling and stuff. Maybe I was thinking maybe if they cooked it, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it smells like cheese, rotten cheese or onions or whatever. That's
No,
what
it smells like a fermented asshole. No, jackfruit is completely different. But anyway, despite that, and I was like, I am really impressed because this is a fruit
Right.
that has the consistency
Of flesh.
meat. If you've ever had burnt ends, I don't know, it's
Oh,
like
yes.
a
That's
bacon type thing. Oh my
incredible.
God, it's so awesome, right?
Burnt ends are like the best thing in the world.
Okay, that's what it tasted like.
Really?
It was so fucking good. I was like, I might, I said, if we go back here, I'm getting that because it's so odd to have something that tastes that good that isn't, that it's like a vegetarian vegan option. You're just
Right.
like, this is blowing my mind right now. This is not just an Impossible Burger. This is an impossible fucking sandwich that tastes like this, and it's a fruit.
Dude, I'm gonna have to like when we come to visit you guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go there because I really want to try that now. Like,
Well,
that's really.
look around your area too, because you've got some barbecue places down there.
We do, but a lot of the barbecue places out here are definitely not vegan friendly.
Well, look around and see if you can find, if anybody's listening to this, if you find or see jackfruit on a menu, just don't go out and buy a can or of a jackfruit and say, I'm going to do this. I mean, you can probably find some YouTube shit on how to do it, but go out
You
and
can buy a
find-
jackfruit, but it's very expensive, by the way.
Okay, well, this sandwich was about $9.
No. Like, the actual fruit is by the pound, and these things weigh like 15 pounds.
Oh,
each,
okay. Well,
so
this was really good. That's all I'm saying. Give it a shot.
I
For
would
any
love to.
diehard carnivores out there, I'm a diehard carnivore. This shit was awesome.
Yeah, I would love to try something like that, man. That sounds really cool. Like, and you know me, and I like try all kind of weird shit. So that would have been the first thing I
Dangerous
tried.
Dustin would love this stuff.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. We need to get him to do that.
Yeah, Dustin would. He would dig this. And then here's another kicker. I know this is weird. I'm talking about a sandwich, everybody.
That's
It's
okay.
really bizarre.
It's all right.
But
People need to know.
this guy who's the chef in here, I said I had to figure out who this guy was because he did this amazingly. He is I guess there is a group of amazing vegan vegetarian chefs, right? It's a thing now. Everybody's into a lot of the vegetarian vegan stuff. Well, he's this award-winning dude who has won awards for his barbecue, and he was featured on Pitmasters Barbecue, that TV show Pitmasters.
Yeah.
This guy was featured on that, and he does vegetarian. He's actually fooled people on TV that are judging competitions with vegetarian and vegan options. People thinking it's meat.
No
He
fucking
does it.
way.
He does it that well. So, and then he comes out and says, "You think that's good?" He says, "You need to try this." He comes out and he brings his. He goes, "Try my bacon." Well, what's this bacon? Well, it looked like, when you get the bacon, it's got the pepper around the edge. When it's sliced real thick.
Yeah, it's fucking good
bacon.
shit.
Yeah, really, really good. And then it was crispy, but it wasn't. But it was still a little bit pliable, but not that too pliable. It was bacon. It's like, oh, okay, cool bacon. I'm thinking he's telling me about the meat that he does and stuff like that. It's like, oh, cool, I'll try your bacon. And I was like, this is really good. He goes, it's eggplant. I'm like, fuck you. And he started cracking up. He said, no, dude, this is eggplant. I said, I know eggplant. It's in Parmesan. It comes in tomato sauce and cheese. This is not fucking eggplant. He says, yes, it is. And he invited me back to the kitchen, dude. And he's showing me. I felt like fucking Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dive.
Oh, yeah, dude. I love that show, and I like watching him eat that
kitchen,
shit.
And he showed me, he goes, this is what I do. And I was like, I need you to come on the show. I need you to come on the show and talk about how you fool people with vegetables, because this is insane. But it tasted like bacon. I am not lying. I don't know if he takes bacon and rubs it on the eggplant, but it was crazy.
Well, no, he wouldn't. He wouldn't do that, because if it wouldn't be a vegan dish if you put a little bit of fucking meat up on there.
No, you're right. But I mean, it was just amazing, because he's showing me it marinating in the pan, and then he took a piece out, and then they use air fryers.
I love that machine.
To crisp it up.
Air fryers is like, between that and the Instapot, dude. I don't know what's the greatest like invention of the year for cooking.
I know, but they're both really good, aren't they?
Yeah, oh, dude, I love them. Like, it's kind of weird. It's like my mother-in-law bought me and Caitlin a air fryer like about a year ago.
Right.
And I love it, dude. I don't fry really much anything unless I use that.
Oh, that's great too,
yeah,
because it's healthier for you and everything else.
And then this past Christmas, she bought us an Instapot, and dude, I made like chicken noodle soup 3 times in it already, because it's so fucking good and so easy. And I'm just like, this is the greatest thing in the world.
I heard Instapot, I thought a portable toilet, but it's actually a kitchen appliance.
It is. Whoa, my kid's screaming. It is an actual kitchen appliance, and it's amazing. It's tasty. The food that comes out is fantastic, and it doesn't take long.
See, this is the Food Network part of the MHOG.
Look, guys, we always pride ourselves on talking about just pretty much just about anything we really want and we're interested in. We hope you guys find anything we talk about interesting.
So if you guys like to eat, you need to listen to this, because this is some shit. Dangerous Dustin, I'm coming at you, man. I'm challenging you to go out and find jackfruit in your area and see if you can do a review on it, because I tell you what, dude, I think you dig it.
Dangerous Dustin lives outside of where I live, like a little further away from me.
Mm-hmm. But he does some traveling. He goes
all over. What the fuck? My kid's going crazy.
Your son is full of the demon.
Well, you know what he's doing? He's watching his TV show called Umizoomi, and what he does is he plays along with them, because they always... It's a kid's show, so what it does is it teaches them things, and it was like... It tells you...
scream fuck, because that's what it sounds like.
No, he's just screaming. I think it's the episode where you roar like a lion. You see what I'm saying? So they say, okay, Umi friends, and he screams. Maybe you should put
on the episode where he takes a nap.
They don't have that one, unfortunately.
Zoomy takes a nap, motherfucker.
Be glad we get just the roaring and not anything else. I made him promise that he doesn't come in here.
Wait, I need to wait. Intermission. Here we go. Thank you, ma'am.
Intermission.
We had an intermission. Yes, I got champagne.
Oh, that's nice. Well, speaking of intermission, we'll take a second here to...
Amy says because it's Tuesday.
Exactly. Hi, Amy. Hi. How's it going?
Hey, she waves.
All right. So anyway, we're going to take this moment to take a break. I'm going to go check my kid, make sure he's not dead, and we're going to listen to a commercial by PM Star Productions. If you guys need anything at all for merchandise, These are the guys for you. Check them out.
T-shirts, stickers, musical crotchless panties. You got it.
Everything. Skateboard decks, dildos, anything you need. PM Star
Put your name on
Productions.
it.
Here you go. Check them out, guys.
Are you looking to get custom merch for your band? PM Star Promotions is producing all types of promotional items such as shirts, hats, stickers, banners, koozies, skate decks, and much, much more. All products are imprinted in the USA and made to last while keeping your cost as low as possible. Need a shirt design or logo made? The PM Star team has over 20 years experience in graphic design to make your ideas come to life. PM Star Promotions is making their way by working alongside with national bands and record labels including Crowbar, Goat Whore, and Ripple Music. To get customized, dependable work or check out the package deals that fit your budget and other exciting offers, please check out our featured collection on Facebook, PM Star Promotions, or visit www.pmstarpromo.com. It's time to get noticed.
Back.
What
After Wayne has exorcised the demon out of his child.
I don't really think I exorcised the demon because he's still in there making noise. I just wanted to make sure he was alive. And I'm sorry, guys. You're going to hear a lot of blank and plank and noise in the background because for a new reason, Wayne, my son, Wayne Barris the Ferd, he says...
I never really cared for that name.
He says Ferd. I don't give a fuck what you cared for, you piece of shit.
I think he would have been better as Rum the Second.
Well, yeah, probably, but you know, he's a Wayne. But anyway, you'll be hearing a lot of him these coming weeks because of the fact that my lovely wife has picked up a second or third job now.
And he's possessed by demons.
Nah, so he will be, you know, I got to leave the door open to make sure he's okay.
Just put a tracker on him and a GoPro in the room. You're fine.
Well, no, it's not just that, man. It's the fact that, you know, I don't want him to run into the kitchen and go play with shit that he doesn't need to.
That's fine.
No, it's not.
That's fine.
But anyway, Caitlin has...
He's a smart kid. He knows not to play with knives or guns that are unlocked or... cyanide, whatever you have in the house, he knows better.
So Caitlin has now picked up working with doing some rides for Uber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when she gets off of work, she does a few, you know, trips and then comes home. So she's a little later normally. So that's why. That's what's going on. And pretty soon, I have a quote unquote job interview.
Very cool.
For extra hours at Walgreens, so I'll see if that works out.
Very nice, man. Very
nice.
I'm
trying to get into the pharmacy area.
Sure, the selling drugs on corners. I get you.
Yeah, because you know, I mean, I deal with drugs all day at work, so this
sure,
is the same
Walls
thing.
Green. Yeah, you just stand by a wall covered in moss and sell pills. I get you.
Right? Shut the fuck up, man. Why are you telling everybody my
Hey
business?
there, little man. Put that shit in my hand.
Because you owe me.
Oh, we oh. Jungle love.
Yeah.
Oh, yo. Thank you. By
the way, that movie is out.
Yes, I saw it on. Funny enough, on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's out now for everybody to watch, and
Yep.
everybody should watch it and go look at the credits because we are in the credits.
And possibly check out the background.
Yeah, go look in the background. You can probably see us. You see a little.
Yep,
you can actually see the logo. The Punisher looking logo in a couple scenes. It's pretty fucking cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
And you'll also notice that I'm not in it because I wasn't invited.
He was not in it, no, and it's okay because every time I invite him to things, he says, "I can't do that right now."
Well, it's like because Wayne thinks that I can magically appear because I have a teleporter in my house like Captain Kirk, and I don't.
Well, I mean, you just said you did.
I did. Well, it doesn't work.
You were like,
I'm working on it.
Wayne thinks I can magically appear because I have a teleporter in my house. I mean, I don't.
It doesn't. It doesn't work. You know. Anyway.
I know.
Hey, guess what?
Hey.
Sad news. Shannon Doherty's got stage 4 cancer.
Hey, that's terrible.
That's awful.
Hey.
She was the bitchiest one on Charmed anyway.
Well, she was the bitchiest one in 90210 too.
She really was.
And from what I hear, she was the bitchiest person in life. Like in real life, she was an asshole.
Because it's karma.
You know,
I wouldn't wish that on anybody though.
I don't want to sound like an evil person, but
cancer sucks. Fuck cancer.
She was known to be an asshole. Speaking of Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, they worked with her on Mallrats, and they said the same thing, that she was just an asshole.
Yeah, yeah. She was a diva before she was on anything. She was just a bitch. She was a bitch. She was like what was Adam's favorite person? Eliza Dushku.
Elijah Dushku, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was like Elijah Dushku, but Elijah Dushku was really hot.
Well, she's alright.
No, I when in the movie The New Guy, if you've never seen the movie The New Guy, go check that movie out because she's in it and she's really hot.
She's in that movie? I don't remember
Yeah.
her being in that movie.
Yeah, that turns out to be his girlfriend.
Oh, that's who that is?
Yeah.
Oh, alright. Yeah, she's alright in that movie.
Yeah. She's wearing a bandana as a top, riding a bull. Yeah. Yeah, my friend. Yeah, I'm drinking champagne on a Tuesday. Fuck y'all.
Yeah. Pop the tops, motherfucker.
Papa Chris
Papa.
up in here. Hey, guess what I watched for the first time ever last night?
Goats fucking.
No, was it last night? What fuck it was? It was the night of the Super Bowl, so that was a while ago, right?
It was
Quote, unquote,
Sunday.
Fingers.
Sunday, 2 days ago.
Yeah, or more. You don't know. Anyway, it was. I watched The Masked Singer.
I watched that too for the night of the Super Bowl too, man.
And you know what's funny is I'm sitting, and this is what's funny, is I'm like, the one comes out, and I'm like, it's the robot. I was like, robot comes out. I'm like, all right, this is so weird. And I listened to the voice, and Amy's like, I can't figure out who that is. I said, it's fucking Lil Wayne. She goes, it's Lil Wayne? I said, it's Lil Wayne. The dude can't fucking sing.
It was pretty bad.
I said, they're going to let the robot go no matter who it is, but I guarantee it's Lil Wayne. And it was Lil Wayne. The dude can't sing.
I didn't hear the rest of them. I just heard him, and I heard the kangaroo.
Oh, the kangaroo. I can't figure out who kangaroo is.
I don't know. I'm
And now I'm all up into
clueless.
this. I'm like, this is the stupidest thing.
I think I'm gonna watch it. We should watch it and do like play-by-plays on the show.
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
Hey, no, I don't mean like on the show, like we're doing now. We just talk a little bit about it, like
Okay,
you know.
yeah, Masked Singer. All right, so the robot was Lil Wayne. He sucked ass. He got thrown out.
Yeah. What I thought was hysterical is that every one of those people on that fucking
On the panel?
have worked with the man, and
Yeah,
none of
they
them
do
could
know.
guess who the fuck he was.
Yeah, you had Robin Thicke. You had, Jenny McCarthy. I don't know if she ever worked with him.
No, but Robin Thicke and Jamie Foxx, hands down,
Jamie
have
Foxx is on
done
it.
songs with him.
Right, and Nicole Scherzinger.
Whoa, that was not. You know what? You just had a slip like the girl on the news that got fired.
Nicole Snickerdoodle.
Snicker-
I don't know her name.
Oh, that
Nicole
was-
Snickerdoodle
was
from
funny.
Pussycat Dolls.
Yeah,
She,
whatever. From that group that doesn't exist.
Yeah, she worked with him too.
Yeah, and none of them knew who he was. My favorite was that what's his name from The Hangover, the Asian guy. I can't remember his name.
Oh, that
Kim something.
little wing, little no.
The
Kim,
li- yeah,
Kim Jong,
the- yeah,
not
the-
Kim Jong Un. That's different. That's
the
Rum
little
Guy.
ween guy. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
He picked Flavor Flav, so he was the closest.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, how is that?
Because
Is he
Because-
black?
No, because he was the closest because basically Lil Wayne is basically the new version of Flavor Flav.
Well, I guess you're right.
Look
guess
at
you're
it. I
right.
mean, even like not only in looks, but even in like career wise, you know.
You know what's funny is Lil Wayne is. You know who he reminds me of?
No.
Well, I tell you, I tell you, if you could pick two people that were very close, it would be Lil Wayne and Post Malone. They just have a skin pigment difference. That's it. 'Cause
yeah,
they both look like someone scribbled on the damn head.
Post Malone's the white version of Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Except Post Malone
Can sing.
actually can sing. Yeah, he can sing.
But he has no. He is a man full of regret with those fucking tattoos.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Dude, it looks like a 3-year-old attacked him with a Sharpie. I mean, that is awful. I like the commercial from the Super Bowl that he was in. That's funny.
I didn't even
Post
see
Malone.
that. I didn't see
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, he's got like there's one where he's in a convenience store, and he's like being attacked in his mind by two people controlling him and they have little tattoos all over their face and they're moving joysticks, kind of like a Men in Black thing. And then he's flailing himself all around this convenience store, and the whole store is trashed, right? And he stands up after it's done. The convenience store guy looks at him. He goes, "Do you have any pretzels?" That was the whole thing, because it was a Bud Light commercial. Like, so I didn't get the Bud Light, or I get the regular Bud. And he's like, "Do you have any pretzels?" That was the whole thing. But really good voice. I was surprised. He's got talent.
Honestly, man, like one of the reason that I actually give any shits about the guy is because Caitlin was listening to him and I was like, oh, who is this? You know, like his music I was like, I'm not into it. It was okay.
Yeah.
But I went to look him up.
I thought he's pretty good.
You know, I went to look him up. Like I was like, okay, let me look him up. And then I found him doing an acoustic set by himself and just singing. And he blew me away. I was like, man, this guy's got a really good voice. He's very good. He's a talented guy.
Range, very talented.
And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing with these songs?
And he looks like a meth hobo.
He does. But he also looks like he acts. You could tell he's the nicest dude around because like the way, like he's very personable with people, and he doesn't seem like he's a complete dick.
But don't you have to be if you look like a meth hobo?
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Isn't that a thing? Like I'm in a world of R&B and hip hop. I am a white Irish meth hobo looking motherfucker. People are going to look at me and go, this dude probably can't sing his ass out of a paper bag, and he let a 3-year-old scribble on his ass.
My name is Post-Methalone.
Methalone. And I got all my tattoo designs from Post-its. Different Post-its he found everywhere. Anyway, but he sounds good. He's very nice.
Yes.
And I think that's a very a good trait to have when especially if you're non-tan in that community. You need to be kind of humble when you're coming out in that thing. But and I really
racist.
No, I'm being truth. I'm not racist. I speak truth because that's my truth.
Because you woke, motherfucker. That's why.
You
are a woke man.
I woke after my nap. I'm woke. But what I like is he did that. He does everything. He really wants to be involved with different creative aspects with different artists. And he did that song with Ozzy, which is really, really cool.
And I enjoyed that song. I thought that was very good.
And Ozzy's, let's just move right over to Ozzy. Ozzy's having some time. He's got Parkinson's.
Ozzy's about to be done. Like, if you guys,
this is the last album Ozzy will be doing.
And unfortunately, guys, if you haven't seen Ozzy live, you probably won't. He basically said recently that his upcoming tour that he was planning and had all the stuff out, all the dates already set and everything, is probably going to be canceled.
Now, but Ozfest itself, as of right now, will be going on. He is doing an Ozfest, but his name is attached to it.
Yeah, I mean he's not going to perform.
He will have a lot of say on what artists are coming onto the platform. But
the Ozfest will only be in one place. It's not a touring tour anymore.
Right.
Like usual.
But this album is awesome because he's doing a lot of work with a lot of different artists. This reminds me of when Johnny Cash did his last album.
Yeah, with all the covers and stuff. That was great.
All the covers and the duets and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now let's flip from that to something really bizarre. I know you're not a real you may not even know who this band is.
I don't know. Tell me.
Have you ever heard of the band The Civil Wars?
No, that doesn't sound familiar at all.
Okay, well, if you have never heard the band, I know it's a weird title, The Civil Wars. Mm-hmm. Go look them up.
All right.
I'll rape their names if I say them. It's two people. It's a man and a woman. Okay.
All right. Kind of like Jack White, like the White Stripes.
Yeah. Kind of like that. They're both friends of mine on Facebook and stuff like that.
Awesome.
But very, very cool people.
Maybe they should come on the show.
But they have independent careers right now. They have he's a great songwriter, and he's got a
hello.
Yeah, that's amazing. It was like an epiphany. He's got a brand new album coming out, and so does she. She's got a great album coming out. Now they split not by it wasn't a mean split. It was they were going different directions musically. She was starting a family. It was one of those things. You know how bands kind of separate and move on from each other. But there is a possibility that a lot of people will know who this band is. I know you don't. I know maybe some of the listeners don't, but they could be getting back together. They have done some amazing work. Their music is awesome. Their harmonies are fucking kick-ass. And it's funny, and I don't mean this to sound weird either, but one of my favorite things this band ever did, they do, and it wasn't their most famous thing they've ever done, because they have independent hits from when they were the Civil Wars, but it's funny because they did a cover of Billie Jean, Michael Jackson's song Billie Jean, that fucking blew me away when I first heard it. I'm sorry, I was thinking about sex when I said hit it. They did amazing work with that. Anyway, they're thinking about getting back together, maybe doing a kind of like a reunion album. But if you have not heard of the Civil Wars, go check them out. Again, this is a band I kind of tagged them away from Ozzy, just because this may be a one-off thing, that this might be the last thing they do together.
Right.
So, but independently, check out, find out their fucking names. I think his name is Jonathan something, and her name is I don't know.
Janine.
But beautiful voices.
Nice.
Beautiful harmonies, amazing song work. If you're really into the songwriting aspects, if you're a musician and dig the more technical aspects of harmonization, guitar work, music writing, if you're in one of those people,
if you're
Ricky,
in one of those people,
if Ricky is listening to this, check them out.
He'd probably be into that too. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely check them out. I think
Dirtle as well.
Yeah, Dirtle. Check them out. Really good work. Even if you're not into the type of music they do, they are amazing at what they do. So I hold anybody. I'm a fan of a lot of different types of music, much like you. So I don't have to be a fan of country music to appreciate country music. I don't have to be a fan of classical jazz to appreciate someone who plays classical jazz. This type of music is very folky. So if you can dig technical musicianship, check out the band, the Civil Wars. And like I said, I really hope they do get together to do this one little extra album. I think it would be great. They did a song called Barton's Hollow, not Holler. Anyway, and a very, very good band. I just wanted to throw that out there.
That's cool, man. Yeah. That's awesome. I'm gonna check them out, dude. I haven't had a chance to listen to anything new in a while.
Yeah.
So,
and I know you dig it too, because it's always fun when you can discover a new sound.
For sure.
Even if it's completely out of your wheelhouse, and you're like, "Whoa, fucking A!" That's really cool. Kind of like what's his name from Faith No More.
Oh, yeah.
Because he does so many different things. He doesn't stick in one wheelhouse.
Because he's the man.
Because he's all over the place. But a lot of artists are don't do that. So when you find an artist that really can go, I'm out of, I'm like, boom, I'm over here to the right, I'm over here to the left, but they can still
hone in whatever they want.
Sure. And that's why I kind of appreciated that when we were talking about Post Malone, because he is an R&B singer, but he can still, he can still rock out.
He's really good.
That. He's an amazing artist.
Speaking of Faith No More, did you hear the big announcement, the news?
No.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys know. Big giant tour, guys. Huge tour. Faith No More. No.
Okay.
Faith No More. Korn. And SystemOfADown. All three bands will be touring together.
Wow.
That's going to be a huge ticket to get, and I guarantee
we need to get that ticket.
I want to go. I want to go to this show bad. Hopefully, it's somewhere closer to one of us. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's in that area
Yeah.
where we can just go and like you can crash here or we can go over there, whatever. But I need to see this show. I have to see Faith No More again, and I have to see the other two bands again. Like I've seen Korn a few times, but System of a Down only seen once. So
I really dig System of a Down.
me too.
I like the Serge Tankian thing that he did.
Yep.
He's a really good songwriter. And he's that whole band. I really think it's kind of a to me, System of a Down is that throwback type of a concept band. Do you remember bands like when we were growing up? I know this is weird. I'm throwing these names out. Do you remember a band called Savatage?
Of course.
Okay, Savatage, but more theatrical, operatic rock bands.
Yeah, like Queensryche when they did like Operation Mindcrime and all those big huge concept records where it was like a huge story that went with everything.
That's what I think of.
Iron Maiden did like
System of a Down. I think concept album. I think like theatrical band. I think it's very cool. And System of a Down is great. Seeing Faith No More be amazing. I still like Korn. I know a lot of people are like, Korn, everything they do sounds the same, blah, 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 blah. But I still like them. I still like Korn. And I'm still a fan of the album they did when it was for the fucking, what was that fucking movie they did with... The
Crow?
Queen of the Damned. The Queen of the Damned album.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome, and that threw Korn to a new level for me.
He was
like, he's got a haunting voice, but he looks like a fucking guy you want to throw in a locker in high school.
I put it this way, man. Like, I really like their first 3 records. I think they're fucking great. Mm-hmm. Then they kind of went down the shithole for me for a little while.
Sure.
And
a lot of bands do that.
I like to listen to their first 3 records. I think they really had something at one point, and really, did their thing.
Right.
System of a Down, to me, has not put out a bad record ever. Like, every record they put out was fantastic just because of how good of a songwriter
they're very technical. And
yes.
You don't think that they're technical, but they are technical.
And same with Faith No More. They had one record that was kind of so-so, but most of the shit that they put out was flawless. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I loved all their records.
Conceptualized type music.
Yeah.
It's very, it's music for your brain.
So
it's not necessarily music for everybody, but it's brain music.
Right. And I really think this tour is going to be fucking amazing, and I'm really have to go to it. Like, it's this is probably one of the bucket list tours. If you ever want to see these bands, this will probably be like one of the last times these bands will play. So.
Oh, no doubt. I think that's true. And a place you want to make sure you go and check out, other than finding out information for these tours at the MHOG podcast, is you want to make sure you keep checking in with us, check out our site, listen to the shows, because we're going to be coming at you with a lot of stuff for the Fillmore New Orleans.
Yeah, I'll make an announcement right now.
Very cool.
We will be having ticket giveaways for a show that's coming up pretty soon. There's actually 2 nights. 311's playing in New Orleans. They're playing on the February 20th and the 21st.
Two nights? That's
2 nights.
Bizarre.
We will have tickets for those nights.
Very cool.
We will be giving those tickets away. This show is most likely sold out. I don't know the whole thing behind it, but I know they went fast. So I don't know. So these tickets are pretty hot.
Well, don't they have a 311 day down there?
Yeah, and that's pretty much. We have a 311 day here, and if I'm not mistaken, I think maybe 311 might be coming back somewhere in that area for 311 day. So I don't know. But yeah, so they're going to be here for 2 nights, man. 2 nights at the Fillmore, and we got tickets to them.
It's a fun band. They've been around since the 90s, I think, haven't they?
Yeah. Like look, let me tell you this. I've only seen 311 once. Okay.
Okay.
And I saw them at a place called the New Orleans Music Hall.
Oh.
Yeah. Wait, this is great. It's probably maybe twice the size as my house.
Okay.
And there was about 15 people there. And
it was like the Babylon.
Pretty much. And we paid $1.06 to see them.
Well, here's tax.
And no, it was for the radio station. The radio station used to do these $1.06 because it was like 106 106 The End or whatever the fuck the channel
Oh,
was.
okay.
And they would do $1.06 shows, and 311 happened to be one. It was for their very first record. Never heard of them before. We bought the record, and then we got to hang out with them. They were very nice guys.
Oh, very
and,
nice.
And I
man.
never saw them again after that. Like, I never went to see him.
I always liked the voice of the guy that looked like a German Nazi.
Yes, he's got a really good
He's got
voice.
a good voice. The Nazi. You can't go wrong with a band if you've got a guy that looks like a Nazi.
You got a Nazi and a Mexican.
A Nazi and a Mexican walk into a bar. They
form a band called
311.
311.
Right. It was in 311. They got the name of the band 311 because that's when they came up with the name. It was 311 on the watch, and they were like, "Let's just call it this," because I don't know what else to fucking call it, because coming up with the name sucks.
Okay, you know what people said years ago about 311? Why their name is 311? Because they were Klan members.
You don't have a Mexican in the Klan.
Wait! I know that dude. I know he's not. I don't know if he's Mexican. I'm just saying he's a Spanish-looking guy. That's racist as fuck. I know.
He's probably Portuguese.
But anyway.
Did you know Adam's Portuguese?
No, he's not.
I thought he was Portuguese.
No, Filipino.
Oh, I didn't know he was Filipino.
He's gonna go, that motherfucker. But no, they were saying that 11, the 11th letter in the alphabet is K. So 3K. And I'm going, you motherfuckers are reaching. Okay.
All right. Just to let you know, it isn't. It's the 10th.
I'm just telling you what people. No, it's not.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah, it's the 11th, motherfucker.
Fucking math and alphabet fucking eluded me.
Right. Look at that. Too much alcohol.
Public school.
Too much alcohol.
I love Champagne Tuesdays. This is a thing that Amy and I started with Champagne Tuesdays.
Right.
We just go out on a Tuesday and buy champagne because we can. And here's something.
What?
Weird news for me. This is why you don't drink and go into things and try to spend money.
Okay.
I am thinking about buying historical property and restoring it.
Okay, so what else are you doing?
Well, no. This is historical. The house I'm looking at. One of the houses I'm looking at quite a few. I signed up for a list of historical property owned by different states.
Okay.
Different historic districts and things like that. But there's always property, even in your area. There's going to be property that the state has come in and said we're reclaiming this property, but there's a structure on the property. If you'd like to buy it from us, you can at a very reasonable rate, and we'll give you the opportunity to get the loans and the grants to restore the property because it's historic. And it's at places like this. In my mind, I'm very big into architecture. I love history, and I think a lot of old properties need to be restored. They need to be saved because this is towns. This is states. This is local history that needs to be saved.
It's stuff that's disappearing and no one sees it anymore.
Exactly. Because everybody's so looking to the future, they can't remember the past. So to be able to be associated with a piece of the past that you can save, like down there in New Orleans area, you have the Myrtle Plantation. That is an amazing property.
Love it.
Very, very famous. And if no one was there to save it, it would be lost.
Right.
And
it would go away.
That is a huge piece of that local heritage that is gone. It doesn't matter if you're from there. Anybody should go in there if they have the means and the opportunity to go in and save it. I really feel that people need to save these things. So here's the one property I'm looking at.
All right, shoot.
It's in Maryland.
Okay.
It is in God, I can't remember the name of the fucking town.
It
doesn't matter.
Was that still Maryland?
It was built in 1803.
Wow.
Okay. This property is on 2.5 acres. It is a couple buildings, a house. The house is only 800 square foot. So it's a very small home. Then there's a separate building that is its kitchen. There's another separate building that's a living quarters. There's a couple other small buildings in the property. Anyway, this is in their historic district in this town. This is one of the only properties left. This property was built by one of the original 10 settlers of this town.
Wow, that's cool.
So, and this town has a very revitalized historic district, but no one has gotten on this property. It is owned by the state. The state was like, we want someone to come in and do this property. Well, people who buy a lot of times historic properties aren't just doing it for the fact that it's old. They want to make
money.
They want to make money, exactly, and that's the American way. We want to make money. But they're looking at this old ass property going, it's a wooden house. It's very small, but I looked at it and went, fuck yeah, this needs to be restored because like I said, I'm a fan of history and I'm a fan of architecture.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity when I was younger to buy a property like this in Georgia, and I didn't do it. And I regret it because the property recently sold. When it was for sale, the property was $17,000. And I was like, fuck, I can't buy it because it's going to be too much, And I was like, what am I doing with this old fucking tiny house? Well, the property just recently resold for $550,000.
Yeah, maybe you should have bought that.
And I am kicking my fucking self in the ass. So in this part of the historic district is become kind of like Maryland's St. Augustine, Maryland's Savannah, Maryland's quarter, New Orleans. It's getting a lot of tourist interest. They have hotels there. People are coming in. There's a lot of cafes and antique shops and shit like that. So, but there's this blight, this property that is just sitting there. It's not that it's not livable.
Right.
As it is right now, you could walk in and live in it. It has plumbing. It has electric.
It's got plumbing, really.
So, because that's important.
You can
when
shit
you're buying a property,
anytime you want.
Take a big ass dump in an 1803 building.
I would do that.
You would do it. Yeah, you would do that. It's got fireplaces. It doesn't have central heat and air. I mean, it's fucking 1803. They didn't have
fireplaces. That's central heat for that time.
Right. It's got windows. Open the fuck up.
Right.
It's Maryland. It ain't like it's fucking 103 degrees outside.
Right.
Open a fucking window. So, but the property's gorgeous. So I'm like, I want to know how much this property is. Well, I found out how much the property is, and I'm like, I'm signing the list for the auction because it's coming up for auction.
Nice.
So
fuck, I hope that'd be great.
I was like, it's Tuesday. I'm drinking champagne by the fucking gallon. I'm going to sign up for a list to be on this goddamn auction.
Beautiful.
And it was like, Amy's like, well, should we do it? I said, I don't know. I said, do you like it? I said, she's like, I think it'd be great to do something like it, even if we don't live there, to restore it and maybe charge to visit this property, get it. It's on the historic registry.
Right.
So people would want to tour this little tiny place, and it's 2.5 acres. You could have festivals there or whatever you want to do. And all I'm thinking of is like, we need to have an MHOG festival.
I'm thinking the fucking same thing, bro.
And it'd be so fucking cool, right? Because and I get on other websites and I'm looking around the area. There's the area around where this place is full of different types of clubs. There's a jazz club, there's a metal club, there's an R&B club.
Nice.
There's music venues everywhere popping up, right? So it's like, how cool would it be to have a fucking music festival in a historic place, or even rent it out for weddings? Like somebody wants to have a wedding in a historic location.
Right.
This is the venue to do it at. It's got a pond on the location. It's got a well. There's a barn.
I know of a photographer that can, assist with the photography.
There you go. I think this would be a great spot, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm going to be on the list. Well, how much does it cost to get on the list for this auction? She was like $200. I'm like, fuck it, do it. She was like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, put our name on for $200 fucking bucks, and I'm going to do the goddamn auction. And I'm going to drive up in the middle of the week. I'm going to go check out this property up in Maryland.
Nice.
And I'm like, I'm fucking, because you know what? There's not many times that you can be fucking crazy with your life and do something weird and out of the box.
Hey,
this is one of those times.
Look, dude, one of the best times we've ever had as a team, like you, me, and Rusty, was when we were trying to get that fucking comic book shop with the auction, dude. Dude, and to be just so close, so close.
Do you know my cousin sold all those comics?
Really?
He did. He sold them as a lot. It took him 4 years to sell them.
Right, but at least he sold them.
And I won't get a fucking dime.
That's crazy, man.
But he bought a brand new house in Malibu.
Oh, it must be nice, fucker.
But whatever.
It's what happens, man. It's what happens.
But I know this is weird, and it's one of those things. It's like I don't know. I only think of the future as far as I can't. I'm not sitting around going, what am I going to do when I'm 65? What am I going to do when I'm 70? I live day to day.
So do I.
And I'm a day to day guy, and I think about the future, but I'm not going to worry about the future because you know what? The future hasn't happened yet, and it'll take care of itself when the time comes up. I'm not going to spend the years I got left worrying about close to the time I die. Fuck that. I got shit to do.
Yeah, I agree, man, 100%. And that's why you need to come down here and do some stuff down here with us.
So
and then we're gonna.
I do, and
rolling.
we need to get crazy.
Yep, we're gonna do
some amazing shit.
We're gonna have some big stuff, guys. Big stuff.
And everybody listening, I want them all involved. I want the people listening to tell people that haven't listened to the show all the shit we've got planned coming up. I want them to come out. If I get this property, I'm gonna make an online guarantee. If I get this property, which, like I said, it's livable and everything is cool and It's a nice property, but I want to have a huge MHOG party in Maryland.
MHOG stock, you heard me?
MHOG stock. There we go. I'm gonna get some bands. Wayne will get the bands going. I'm gonna call fucking Jack Locke. We're gonna call all these bands that we've known throughout the years that have done stuff with us, and I just think it's gonna be a really fucking good time. And I really want to stress to people out there. I know it's the champagne talking. Don't get me wrong, but I think if you've got the time, I know everybody's got problems in their life. I know that they're worrying about making their next payment, keeping the bills going, work problems, shit like that. Oh, I've got family. I've got to worry about this. I've got to worry about that. You know what? Sure. Keep it in mind. Don't ignore it, but don't fucking forget you're living now. You're living now.
Yep.
Because you don't know what next week, next month, fucking tomorrow is going to bring. So enjoy it while you've got it. If you can't get it, fucking make it happen, man.
Yes, sir.
You dream it, make it happen. If you have an idea, get as close to that dream as you possibly can. Sometimes it's a fucking leap of faith, man, but you've got to do it. And do it while you can because, you're like, well, I'll think about doing it when I'm close to retirement. Fuck that. When you're retired, you're decrepit, you're old, you can't fucking move. You can't enjoy shit. You're just worrying about buying fucking adult diapers at that fucking time.
I'm just glad I ain't shitting myself today.
Yeah, that's all you're worrying about. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, today I'm going to eat lunch. Well, that's fucking great, dude. But are you going anywhere? Are you experiencing life? Well, no, I'm too old to fucking do that. Well, fuck that, man. Live like you're retired now.
Yes.
Worry about the rest of the shit later. Because guess what, man? Your 401k ain't worth a shit in 20 years. Your fucking retirement plan ain't worth shit in 20 years.
Nope.
If you can get, you know what? If you've got a kid, Wayne, you've got a kid.
I do.
He's a smart boy. He needs to work. You need to focus more on him getting a fucking scholarship.
Oh yeah.
Put money away for college, but if you put $100,000 away for college, by the time he goes, it ain't worth shit. It'll buy books and fucking room for a year.
Yeah, that's
it.
pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it.
I mean, you've got to be practical, but you've got to live. And the memories you make today are the only thing you're going to be fucking worried about when you're old.
That's right. Hands down, man. Hands down.
Live for the experience. Don't live for the fucking headache.
Speaking of fucking like memories and things like that, this past weekend was the first night of the Unholy Nights Fest.
How'd it go? It looked great when I saw the videos.
Dude, it was awesome. It was so much fun. Jack Locke fucking killed it.
Dude, he rocks every fucking time.
Destroyed the stage. Fucking my boys in Dang Bra Y fucking killed it. Destroyed the stage.
When I saw that.
Slapface and Motor Riot, all the bands were fucking incredible, right?
What's amazing with what you showed me with the videos and stuff of
Yeah.
how tight everybody sounded. Everything,
Yes.
and that was a show I really would like to go and do the Unholy Nights thing. And everybody down there has got a great opportunity to do it. If you have not done it, go and check it out at the Babylon, because that is fucking amazing.
9
dude.
nights, guys. 9 nights.
9 nights?
4 bands a night. 9 nights.
And that is local music at its best right there.
It's called the Unholy Nights. We're gonna call it a series now. We're not gonna call it a fest. I mean, because it's a series of dates. It's not a festival.
It is. That's understandable. That seems to be correct.
I liked calling it a festival because it sounded cool. It's like everybody's gonna go to it. But I thought about it, and it's more of a series of dates. So we're gonna call it the Unholy Nights series. So that way,
like that.
everybody can come because it could be random days.
You know what you should do? Maybe not for this year, but for the next year, you should talk to Rob, because Rob is awesome. He's
the fucking man. Yeah.
He's the Babylon is in my opinion. I'm not even from there, but I know the history of it. Is an iconic location for local music.
Yeah, 100%.
It definitely is. I think there needs to be, if there isn't now, and if there is, I need to fucking have one. You guys need to make Unholy Nights t-shirts.
There's none yet, but there is thoughts of merch next year. Next year there's gonna be. Hopefully we can do shirts and maybe something else maybe like a patch sticker, something.
May I make a recommendation?
Sure.
With the shirts, if you do the merch for next year, you should have a picture or a date of all the past episodes up to that point on the shirt somewhere, showing how many years the Unholy Nights have been going on at the Babylon.
Well, I have the collective posters.
That's very cool.
Like of every year we have. Each show has their very own, flyer or poster.
Right.
And I usually make a large one with the collected, like all of them as a collage type thing on each poster. So I could do that. I can put this next year will be year 6.
I think that's great, and put just like a bang 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 bang, like wanted posters on the back of the shirt.
Yeah,
and it's all the up to that date, and then just round it out with that up to date version. That way, the next year you've got that solitary poster on it, that solitary picture, and boom, it's. I just think it's a great event. You, Rob, I think Rob has done great with having it there.
Dude, I'm grateful for him for giving, me a shot at what my crazy idea was.
Yeah.
And now we're 5 years in. It's getting bigger. More bands want to be on it. I mean, we got a band coming in called Problems with Dragons. They're on tour.
Cool.
They're from fucking Massachusetts. They're coming in.
Well, that's awesome, dude.
We have a band called the name of the band is Easy T, which is actually it's eviscerated zombie tampon. But they're coming from Tampa. We have a couple Mississippi bands. We got some Alabama bands. We have bands from all over that are contacting me just to be on this.
It's because it's a great idea. It's a great what it is it's a really good concept. Because it started off as just a local band's thing.
Yes.
But as we've always said, since this show started 8+ years ago, we've always said that local music is wherever you're at.
Yes.
We're not just talking local music New Orleans. We're talking local music, like support local. If you're listening to the show in Texas, support local. If you're listening to it in LA, support local. Local is wherever you're at. So it's not just support local New Orleans music. It's support local musicians, artists, creativity. Because without it, dude, you don't have a local culture. You don't have because you need to have this to breathe life and youth into your area because it keeps the dream alive. It keeps because you're creating possibilities for so many people. And there's a lot of artists, a lot of musicians, a lot of everything from painters to guitar players. It doesn't matter. There's so much talent in areas that aren't exploited. You need to bring them to the forefront and say, oh, by the way, here I've got this great local band. I would love to have them in your local venue to check them out, to to expose people to a new sound, a new concept, a new idea.
You say that, but me and two bands talked the past night on Holy Nights. We talked, and we're gonna. I'm going to have to talk to you about it, too. We're going to have to sit down and come up with some venues, and these guys want us to wrap them up a tour. So, together, the two bands
That'd
together.
That'd be great.
So, we're going to do that. It's going to, the two bands, MHOG, tour with, I'm not going to say the two bands yet, but these two bands, wherever. We'll give them like 3 or 4 dates, All
right. I could probably get them into Wilmington.
That's what I want to do. I want to get them a couple dates up that way and come down this way. And we get it going. That's very cool, dude. That's okay. Go fix it.
No, I don't need to fix it. I need to build stuff like this.
Okay, go ahead.
It's really cool. I didn't know you lived with a Smurf.
I do. He's pretty much a Smurf. That's what he is. Okay, dude. Yeah, he just broke my $150 Lego, so that's okay.
That's all right. How to Train Your Dragon. There you go.
But yeah. So before we were interrupted by little son, my gangsta. He like I said, I talked to those two bands and they really want to do something together, and
awesome.
So I'm gonna make it happen, and I need your help, and we're gonna get some.
I will do what I can. I think it's amazing. Actually, I might be able to get him as far up as Pittsburgh.
That would be fun, cool. Get them way up there, go down to go down to Georgia, and then come back to us. Well, a couple of dates like that, and we'll end it at fucking Babylon for a big night. Ending the tour.
You know what band I would love to get here?
What's that?
Even down there, Skeletal Damage.
Dude, look, let me tell you something. I've been talking to Mart about next year.
They're getting huge.
No, it's not Skeletal Damage. He's not in. He's in Skeletal Damage, but it's that other one.
Right.
Das Morte.
Yeah, the
black metal band.
Squiggle band.
Yeah, they're getting fucking massive, dude. Like,
yeah, dude.
I'm so proud.
Some scary makeup.
I'm so proud of him, dude. It's like ridiculous. Like he's come a long way.
He's like angry Tammy Faye with that makeup.
Right.
Fucked up.
Right. Well, I talked to him and I told him, I said, next year on 800 on the Unholy Nights tour stuff, they have to headline the last night.
I think that'd be great.
And he's like,
they would love to come to New Orleans.
And he's like, I don't know if we can afford that, man.
Fucking sell a child. Do something.
I mean, he's got 2. Fuck.
Yeah, like just pick the one you don't like the best.
Right. Get some.
Right?
Well, you pick the one you get the most money for.
Right. There's a whole huge market for that. Apparently, they're abducting people left and right around here. Wilmington is awful for that fucking shit. I think it needs to stop. MHOG is against human trafficking.
Exactly.
But only if you can get a band to the States, then it's acceptable. But yeah, his band needs to come here. I think that'd be fun. If he came down there, dude, I would do whatever it possibly could to get down there.
I know, dude. I know. We'd have to make it. Well, I mean, we'd have to make a tour for him.
Right.
Like we would have to set it up.
You know who else we need to get back to New Orleans?
Who?
And I need to get down there with, and I think it'd be fun, and we would have such a good time. Is Mandy?
Yeah, man. I hadn't talked to her in a long time, dude. Like, she's been up with her man. That's cool, dude. Yeah. Her and John have been really good. She's still going to school, doing her thing,
We talked to Mandy quite a bit, and she's great. I think maybe she could hook us up with maybe finding a place up and around Vermont that the bands could go up to do.
That's true. That's true.
They've got a scene up there, so.
Yeah, we got all kind of hookups for these guys, man. That's what we're about. Networking, guys. Networking. Getting people out there.
If anybody from not Louisiana is listening to this show and you've got a venue that you can go, fuck, I can get some bands up here. I know a venue. Let us know, because we'd love to come to your hometown.
Because we have tons of acts.
And then we want to have you on the show. We want to talk to you. We want to
promote your venue.
Hear your story about the venue. We want to hear about your life. We want to hear about what you do. And I think that's great, because we love to talk to people.
Yes.
A lot of the people we talk to may not be interesting people, but they're still people.
They're still people. We actually may have a guest the next show, which is pretty soon. A couple days, we might have a guest.
Nice.
And yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. But we have a
Hey,
lot of stuff on the bus. So.
You and I should start a band.
I've been saying that, man.
We should start a band. I think that'd be fucking cool. What was the name of that? You said something. What was it? Was tampon? What was the?
Oh, Eviscerated Zombie Tampon. That's the name of the EZT. They're from Tampa.
God damn, because that was the band. That was the name I wanted. I think that's a good band.
They're actually a good band too.
I think I'm still leaning towards Terracotta.
Right. Fox Urine. Gotcha.
Fox Urine. I think those are awesome band names. But I mean, we really should do something, even if it's kind of, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But
we'll do something. We'll do something, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our show.
Yeah. Even if it's a one-off, we'll do it.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah, that's been a good show. We've covered a lot of shit.
Remember that we got plenty, this weekend coming up. We got some more Unholy Nights. Let me tell y'all real quick before we get off.
Let us know.
So this weekend we got a big show. Capra, which is fantastic. They're awesome. They're nice. Little Birdie told me that they're going to be record signed pretty soon.
Very nice.
EZT is going to be there.
Ooh.
Sounding and Golgothon will be there on the Friday night. Saturday night you have Leaf Drinker, Scar Ritual from Mississippi, Xenocide, Future Hate from Mobile, Alabama, and the Magic of Drevin Black. So,
ooh. Oh, the Magician's going to be there. That's cool.
Yeah. So that's going to be cool. That's this weekend. So that's two
every
nights.
One of those bands I want a T-shirt from because they sound awesome.
That's 2 nights. $8 a night. Come on, guys. It's $8. It's $8 fucking.
That's a fucking Big Mac meal.
Yeah, it's $8. You get 4 bands. I mean, it's $2 a band,
damn,
guys.
Dude, you can't buy anything for $8. It's worth a shit.
Right, and then you can listen to all these crazy bands. You'll find your new favorite band. I promise.
And you'll find really cool people hanging out at the Babylon.
Yeah, come talk to me. I'll be there. I'll be there all
Okay,
weekend.
Maybe not Wayne, but everybody else you could talk to, and they're very cool.
Hey, Rum, fuck you. Okay. Oh, man. But no, yeah, guys, come out, check us out. Come hang out. Again, we're going to have big announcements from the Fillmore, more concert announcements, and ticket giveaways. I just got all the confirmations today.
Awesome.
We will have some guests on this week, or next week it should be, when they'll be broadcasting next week. So next week we'll have some guests. We'll have some bands from the Unholy Nights on the show. I talked to Jack Lock and I talked to Howard Love. Jack Lock, of course, of the Jack Lock Rock Show, and Howard.
And the Chrome Hounds.
Yep, Chrome Hounds.
The monochromes.
That motherfucker said the Chrome Hounds.
I got an Xbox name all mixed up in there.
He got an Xbox game fucking stuck in his head. Oh my god, that's the greatest fucking thing ever. Rusty, if you're listening, that was for you. The Chrome Hounds. Oh my god.
Man, that'd be an awesome name for a band, though, wouldn't it?
Oh, it hurt me. It hurt me bad. I'm tearing up. I'm crying. My kid's looking at me like I'm fucking nuts. Oh.
Chrome Hounds. See, this is why Champagne Tuesdays are awesome.
Anyway, yeah, he's from the Monochromes and Pale Devil's Son and the Jack Black Rock Show. He'll be on the show soon, and so will Howard Love of Dang Bro Why.
Nice.
And we are going to have, I believe, Tony from Cerebral Drama will be on the show this week.
Oh, cool.
And one of the members from Aubrey Mort as well. So it's going to be good. We got a bunch of fucking shit lined up. We got more stuff coming. So stay tuned. And,
nice.
Remember, guys, we are the MHOG podcast.
Yes, we are.
And we're all about family and that other thing I said earlier.
Sex.
No, I don't. I lost my train of thought because you were being stupid. You kill me with Chrome Hounds. Oh my god. But anyway, guys.
Local music. We're all about local entertainment.
Yeah, and making a connection with people.
That's right.
So anyway, I was your host, Wayne.
And I am the Rum Guy.
Who is waterlogged. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, to keep it.
Metal.
Metal.
Adieu, adieu, parting is such sweet sorrow.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama.
Get the fuck out!
Okay then. That's it.